I can't not watch this if I haven't seen it before.
Look who it is. Strife.
You know who I am?
Yeah, I met your sister once. She was a lot bigger than you. But not as pretty. What do you want, little horse man?
Malgros the Defiler, for conspiring with Lucifer, committing countless crimes against all of creation, and by order of the Council, I hereby sentence you to death.
Cool. You come into my place alone, threaten me, and think you're just walking out of here.
It does sound funny hearing you say it.
I'm gonna count to 3. If you're still standing here, I'm gonna defile your corpse in ways you can't possibly imagine. Feed what's left to my boys. Horse meat's their favorites. 1,
2, 3.
Oh,
Sorry. We're in a hurry.
well, that's it for him. And them.
Oh, and I'm not alone.
So, this is Darksiders Genesis. This came out 5 years ago. Never touched it. But then Lurkit brought THQ Nordic and I together. So, why not see about this? It is action-adventure. And this apparently is before the original Darksiders game in timeline canon. And co-op gameplay is a thing for the first time in the series. I ain't doing it, but that is a thing. So, auto swap ammo, I'm pretty sure I'd be good with that. All this is fine here. And I can't go performance or graphics mode. Of course, I go performance. No need for subtitle background, I don't think. And I'm just checking. I don't even know that there'd be any real camera inverting anyway. I feel like it's top down instead of free camera. So let's see about this. And not friends. Private. Private is so the way to go right now. So that's what I'm doing here. Checking this game out. So how does it work? How does it feel? The war for Eden has ended. The Nephilim, unnatural spawn of angel and demons, sought to claim the paradise for themselves, but were ultimately slaughtered by the four of their own kind, the Horsemen. So the Horsemen are Nephilim. Chosen to stand against their brothers and sisters by the Council, the Horsemen were granted great power to preserve the balance. Now Eden is a tomb, and the fledgling humans have been relocated to begin a peaceful existence elsewhere. The Horsemen have returned to the Council to await their next mission. They're Nephilim, and they've been granted great power by the Council to keep the balance. They didn't do away with humans. Humans just had to go somewhere else to be safe and away from it. The Charred Council.
Do not doubt. Your actions in Eden were
tragic, but necessary. Eden was intended for humanity, not the Nephilim. It was a great victory for the balance. For you, Horseman.
Victory? Where are death and fury?
It matters not. Your purpose lies elsewhere. Lucifer, Lord of all hells, yet plots humanity's downfall. Weak though they may seem, these fledgling creatures are integral to the balance. We believe the demon Samael, Lord of Blackstone Keep, conspires with Lucifer. Seek out Samael. Unravel this plot. Serve the balance. Show them the price of defying the council.
So I guess they were comets coming in.
Samael's fortress is under attack.
That sounds like Liam O'Brien there.
The council could have mentioned that. His enemies are many, but few could muster the forces to attack him directly.
Yeah, that's sounding a lot like Gaara from Naruto in English.
Well, guess it's not going to be an in-and-out conversation then. Not likely. Well, one thing's for sure. We aren't using the front door. Let's get closer and see what we find.
On horse and can dismount. I feel like L2 would be to accelerate. Yeah.
It looks like the battle's been going on for a while. The front walls still hold. Samael's forces will be drawn there, weakening his defenses elsewhere. Wait. Are you suggesting we sneak in? Good call. But that doesn't sound like you. It's strategic. Right.
Sprint, melee attack, range attack, dismount horse. The controls are on the far right side. That's alright. That's for summoning other players. I ain't trying to do that right now. I'm trying to just go this way. I like the way the health bars are displayed. Pretty bold. I like the colors. They are definitely little grunts here. I wonder, should I just stay on the horse? And I definitely can use the right stick to aim the gun, which is also nice. Then I see something up there. I can jump. And double jump and grab that. Good. And can summon horse. I was hoping to summon horse. I didn't even check for trophies. It probably could have. Is there such a thing as unlimited ammo on horseback? Or is this a kind of gun that just normally has the unlimited ammo? Fleet the flea mags shirking their duties and dethroned. There's some special things that I can and can't do. Then what's with that white bar? And glide. I see. Is that a finisher of some kind? And what's this? A map. That's all cool. I wonder if that was more powerful ammo I had before then.
I love it.
I just want to keep doing these finishing moves. They feel like finishing moves anyway. So there's surely bonus objectives. Probably not overly worried about them like I should have thought for the first time at least.
Hardly worth the ammo.
Maybe I'll save ammo, but now I got special ammo while the gauge is filled, it looks like. This is a horse ward, so can't horsey up here.
We cannot fall for the Legion.
Okay. But where went the...
Almost had me.
So there's dashing. Which is probably what I need to do. Then a ghost hook grab I don't know anything about. Abilities I don't know nothing about. And is that a chest of some kind there? Earth splitter, wave of energy forward. Then any Chaos Eater attack to deal damage, knock an enemy down. An L1 and X to switch between them. So Chaos Eater is War's weapon, and Strife has Mercy and Redemption. Strife and War can discover new ammo types and enhancements, greatly affecting capabilities and giving upper hand. And then Wrath meters by getting Wrath souls. Each horseman has their own Wrath abilities, dealing damage and providing crowd control. L1 in square, triangle, or circle. Why don't I try out War then?
Already.
A simple warm-up.
Why don't I do this and see about things here? I have this Earth Splitter. Is there any cooldown? Doesn't feel like it anyway.
Which side of these demons on? How should we know? They all look the same. Sorry, I was insensitive.
I don't mind quick dodging or last moment dodging. But I also want to get these finishers in too. So what was this about jumping up? That's all it takes. And despite its size, War can do that too. Now which way should I go? Map, that's where am I here? And what are these? That triangle would be an item chest. So that map I got was a treasure map. And side missions, I don't know that I care enough. So then item chest, small chest. If I go back this way then, go grab some stuff. There's something somewhere, the game says. Is it up this way? It's back here. That's a whole lot of stuff. I kind of want what I think would be speed. Then mysterious object. And the touchpad button does bring up the map, so that's good to know. Maybe I'll not do everything right now. Although I still could. And it looks like a stairway actually leads down. So this would be a loop back. I can't open chests while on horseback. You know what? I think I will go look for everything after all. It would hurt my pride as a gamer if I didn't, knowing that I'm able to grab this stuff because I have a map that tells me where stuff is. Is it in any way Metroidvania in the sense of I would have to get some powers in order to get new stuff or get things in places I've already been? I'm not overly convinced. Then I have to keep opening the map over and over again to be sure I'm right about stuff. Like, I'd probably want to go around this way if I could. Can he run up a wall? No. There looks to be a hole to crawl through, but it's not. So I can't tell what walls I can run up even. That looked like I could make it up, but I couldn't. So I'm led to believe I can't do anything unless there's something on the other path back. That's looking more like a yes. I feel like I'm in the place now. I feel like I'm doing okay now. And there's a shirking one as it is. What a kick. That's all right there. A number of boatmen's coins. Then I need to keep going this way to go get another chest. Need to keep getting on and off my high horse. At least it's easy to do and you can do in plenty of places. Oh, that looks like something to blow up. Now I can go through there. Thank you, map. And now my pride as a gamer is a little less tarnished, having gone through places and done stuff that I can do. That kind of mattered to me. And I learned about the whole gliding thing. But yeah, if you are a fan of Hell or Grimdark, I don't feel like it's grimdark, but it's definitely dark. Probably more dark fantasy. Then this sure can feel up your alley. Now how about I deal with them? And what's that bar there? Is it overheating? Or is it powering up? It feels more like powering up. Because as I fired more and more, I got more fire rate. Probably need to hit enemies with this to increase that gauge. That's what it's feeling like here. And I don't mind going from a distance here. I don't mind it at all. That gauge went down a little faster, though.
Long way down.
Be careful. I don't want to climb back up.
Well, yeah, just like that.
I don't want to make for a bad fall. So we're all good here. We definitely are good here now. So now we're stuck here. And that has to be a hellhound right there. Now, while I'm not great in dealing with dogs, of course, these are not very realistic dogs, and they're still trying to harm me very badly. So what's that there, dodge or what? I gotta look into these skills here. Then more mysterious objects I see. All that growling is understandable, I get it. And instant killing these enemies is very gratifying. So all we gotta do is strike this thing. Is there only one level?
I don't like it. Nor do I. Perhaps the council trusts will make do.
Or the Tessins. Still.
So, still on the first floor.
We're bound now as enforcers of the balance. Test or not, we follow orders.
Hey, I know what I signed up for. I'm just saying.
For now, our concern is with Samael, if he's still alive.
I guarantee whoever's attacking Sammy is underestimated.
That's Sammy. I get it. Okay, so there are actual combos here. Or so I would think. Because there certainly was with that. That triangle is a heavy attack that happens after 3 regular attacks from square. Such a long dodge, which is probably a good thing as it is. Look at the way he does things with such power. Then again, that is a lot of power there as it is, and he can guard. He, on the other hand, cannot. And I don't mind all of that quick slashing.
That's right.
Okay, I'm not even where I think I am as it is, so I need to move on. But how to check the wrath abilities? Oh, so that's what that was. Shadow clone jutsu. How appropriate given Liam O'Brien also voices a ninja. And then his blade geyser into the ground blades around him. And then there are these move lists. Scorpion kick to go into the air. That I wouldn't realize. Then hot streak. Okay, so maybe what I'm doing is not it. That was 4 squares, but triangle can do things too. Let me see here. Yeah, that was square, whereas that's triangles. So I was totally wrong. It's what else though? I thought he was done. Oh no, I'm grabbing that. That's what I'm trying to do. And they're not stuck in the ground anymore. Alright, we did that side mission now. It's a big slash wave. I do dig it. But what are these mysterious objects though? I don't know enough about them. And then that's a ghost hook. And a big slam. I almost think I should really more worry about using him for the bigger enemies. Because these are way small fry right here.
I'll take your head.
No, you won't. And then I want to grab another boatman coin. I can't tell what walls I could just jump up or run up like that. Probably mainly those with wall levers. Then we just keep going up here. Ledges, too. What I suggest... maybe because of this.
Destroy it all.
What destroy, though? You ain't do nothing. They can't destroy if they can't even hit. Let me break those and try and get that, but I don't seem to be able to. Here. That felt like a good idea to do. So does that grab objects or enemies or what? But I can't grab that mysterious object though. That's upsetting me. But doing these executions does not upset me. And all these executions are also invincibility things. Getting plenty of hurts in. And now we're done with that. We can open this chest. Yeah, those dashes are long. Charge shots. And then Hot Streak fires fully charged shots instantly. So for Strife, it's the ammo selector. R2 is slot 1, and R1 is slot 2. That's kind of the opposite of intuitive there. For slot 1 with the 2 and slot 2 with the 1. It'll be okay. There's the earth splitter there. Now if we switch, and then that's R1 to use. I'm cool with that. And the gauge tells me the charge, actually. That's also cool. I feel like that's all there is. Yeah, that feels like the only charge level. It's good to learn. Well, I almost did that wrong, but I didn't. But I want to double jump before I ghost hand again. Why don't I execute the hell out of them? Hell. You know, because, well, I think you know. The circle drops down. There's another one down that way. Glad to have that treasure map. Sometimes there's stuff in them there barrels. I didn't go get any of those though. And now my pride feels hurt. Whoa. I might have gone a little too hard. But I can't get myself to go until I go get these other things. Yeah, that feels better to do. And tell me I didn't go any one-way places. Oh, but I've been very much in a bound area where I can't summon a horse. I cannot be on a horse right now. There's a whole cross telling me that. But I can now. So let me go fix this here. And that looks like the place to go. Then I can go back to Strife for a moment. Okay. This looks like a ballista here to break too. So there's a little more reason to come here. And too bad somebody was on that arrow when it was shot. I like how that breaks stuff. These executions are fun too. So that's wing clip there. So there was a good bit of stuff here. Is that ammo? Feels like ammo for the more limited stuff. Glad to do that. And this. Glad to have come this way and gotten things, but there's still a little more for me to get. Oh, no horsey up here neither. That's okay.
This is my jam.
Executions are fun. They instantly kill. So that doesn't slam down like war. Alright. And what is this anyway? Pure hatred. Conqueror's Wrathstone for war. That'll increase this wrath meter and wrath power. Good to know. So I've gotten one Wrathstone. I've gotten everything so far except for this here. I can't tell what that even is. It's like a halfway. Yeah, I can't tell what that even is. And there's nothing else like it here. Unless there was something like a warp point. Which I'm not convinced it is. There's nothing about them on the legends, so maybe they're not important collectible things. That's the gear chest. The trickster door. And the keys. There'd be a conversation right over here. And a trickster key there. Having a map is very fun, though. And I've not felt a need for the potions. That's all fine right there. So it needs to be R2 when in range. You can't just R3 it. And honestly, dashing like that is probably not great when you want to go places fast. Is there fall damage? No, but there is a little bit of landing lag. Which is better than fall damage. I need to go to the right. Trying to dodge and it ain't working. There's the shadow clone. I definitely want to get some health back. But of course, it's got to happen when the health is low enough. Either when health is low enough or cause enough strikes or something. That was an instant thing.
Certainly knows how to make an impression.
How much you think those big old lava towers cost? I'd like to get some for my friends.
Yeah. I'm alright with his personality. Pretty sure this is where I should be going so to grab something, and it is. There's the other ballista. And why don't I hit with regular ammo like all this here? Work on building up the gauge. And I can't hardly see if I can execute. Maybe the lines around them, or the circles around them, indicate that I can. That was beautiful. All those instant charge shots. I dig that very much. Don't just do a whole lot of hurt here. There it goes. So that's another side thing done. But no, there's not always going to be a little circle below them to indicate execution time. But I think those ammo boxes are for the limited ammo, which makes sense. Alright, so why don't we get away from here then? And I just can't help but double jump when a game allows for it. I can't get it out of my mind to not worry about it if it ain't necessary. But I can do this here. That does pierce through. Good to know, very much. Oh no, the boatman coin is up there, I see. I'll grab that, but then I'll want to go another way so to get the trickster key. I wouldn't mind getting something else after all. And Horsey will help me get there faster as is. Do I need to actually be careful? Looks like yes, and I'm not careful. The camera moved in a way I didn't expect. Well, I grabbed it before the worst happened, so it's alright. I mean, any fall you come out of, and just grab these, okay. Feels good. Then, more chests down this way and that way. Here's a conversation to be had.
He doesn't have the muscle, but this smells like him. Question is, why?
Hell is a pit of vipers. Do demon lords need a reason to wage war with one another?
Guess not, but someone got bold.
They will provide entertainment on our way to Samael.
You better have something interesting to tell us, or the council is going to be pissed.
If we don't keep moving, we'll be questioning a corpse. This assault is fierce.
Hurrying for his sake? How annoying.
I like Strife's personality, I really do. So now that we had that conversation, I'll go look for the chest before I go grab those coins. I don't want to go until I've grabbed everything I can. But some things don't seem grabbable, perhaps. Or I don't know about some things. Been plenty of what feel like hellhounds over here. I'm right in their territory. You know what? This is a good time for this. Being surrounded by such enemies. Is the chest down there like I almost expect? I expected to be down there. And it is. I'm glad I did see about it. And I don't mind opening and reopening the map to make sure of stuff. And then the other chest is on the other side, so dropping down would be a thing anyway. Then another one of those summoning towers, or whatever they're called. And the chest is not around here. But I can go ahead and just whack enemies over here. I'm trying to avoid things. I'll go find that chest before I go anywhere else. Is it up here? What good is blocking if not just reducing your damage? Keep pressing the wrong buttons. So the chest should be right past the... What about this? Or is it down there? It's right here. I had to blow all that up. And I'd rather have done it from a distance like I just did. We're fine and everything right now. Then Boatman coin there, and there's gotta be another one around here. Quite possibly by gliding, by platforming. Or is it by going up the other side? It's starting to feel a little more that way. Yep. It's this way, and I don't mind it at all. Except if I can't reach. Maybe I just need to start higher. There's no such thing as air dashing. Or should I go there and jump up from here? Looking like no. How do I get there then? Because I ain't trying to go anywhere without getting that boatman coin. You can't just jump off a moving horse like you can in other games. Well, made it up there. And then, that's just summoning stone. It ain't no fast travel or anything of the sort.
Way up onto the outer wall.
We've gotten everything.
More climbing. Ever consider wearing some lighter gear?
Then I see these to grab and pull down. We gotta hit these. That's how we get up that way as it is. Now we can make it. And small fry, why don't I go back to Strife? Let them get all hurt. Now I actually dodged right. A whole lot of that there was fun. So the circles there are for a different reason, and I don't know, but feels like they're marked for death. We can ride this way, but not through here. Why don't I just work on executing them here? And then they weren't close enough for all that. I think it's war time.
We fear nothing.
You fear nothing, but you're gonna die because you're not on the right side of history. And then there's dodging. And then I couldn't dodge there. And I thought I was charging my triangle. So why don't I do this again? It just felt like a really good idea, but all those souls are going in there. So you destroy. While you throw that, I'll do this. And how about some triangle attacks and we end this. Big stab and big demon. Now I can break this. Get all these. Then I'll still deal with them all here. Because why not? They're a little bigger than the smaller fry we've been dealing with. But I'm sure they're still considered small fry. So is this a boss here or something? Once you go through, you can't turn back. Well, I've gotten everything. I've never understood that, and I don't see an icon for it over on the right side, so I can't think enough about it. Yet another mysterious object. So no going back through the fog. I haven't gotten any boatman's coins, so why is it all popping now? Like a lot of it's popping now. And then he can blow these up. Why don't we just get on my high horse?
Oh, I what in the hell?
Oh boy. That's putting it lightly. I kinda just feel like doing this. But there's such a thing as stunning. Or if there weren't as many attacks, I could go in. Or if you're invincible during a dash, it'd be okay too. Should I do the combos or what? And why don't I do this here? Just to get a little more damage in. But now I need more actual wrath points. So it's probably time to switch back. Probably go ahead with the shadow clones here. I don't mind it. What I need to do is get more of that gauge filled. And executing does do that. Then charge or fire some fully charged shots. Even if I take hits, it's not a big deal. We still got health. And I can't tell how things hit. And then, yeah.
We must reach somewhere else soon.
Is there such a thing as saving? Is there a save point or anything? Because that felt pretty good place to stop right there. And more enemies are still coming. One to greet over here. Let me see. Progress will be saved. Good to know. Not progress will not be saved. Progress will be saved. Now, it does feel actiony like I like, and honestly, messing around with Strife and getting the overcharged stuff or whatever it is, that bar, That's fun to do, especially with fully charged shots. But I can get with War as well. And Strife's personality is fun. But yeah, this feels like something for someone very into dark fantasy. Because this is totally that. And it'd probably be so nice to co-op with somebody on, whether couch or online. The one thing that felt bad was sometimes there being a stagger between switching between the characters, like it won't be always a smooth transition. But that's not enough for me to really worry. I mean, if it doesn't happen all the time, I'm not going to worry about it. If I wanted to, I really could play more of this, because this does feel up my general alley. But what about Destruction Derby or Destruction Racing or what have you, of a more realistic persuasion? If anything, this wasn't the only game that THQ Nordic allowed me to play thanks to Lurk It bringing us together, so why not take a look at that and see how you feel about it too?